So, before we get into this episode, two quick things. One, yes, I know, my eyelash is looking real wonky. I could have fixed it, I didn't, and I don't care. Because what needed to be said in this episode was way more important than my eyelash. Two, trigger warning. This episode includes discussion of abuse, including manipulation, threats, and sexual degradation. If that's sensitive for you, take care of yourself however you see fit. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, you thought this was just a podcast? Nah, honey. This that work. Soul work. Where therapy meets poetry and real talk sounds like late night radio. And me, I'm your favorite auntie who will read you for filth with psychological precision. I'm J. Marie, and this is Unmuted. Relational rants and real talk. Yeah, I got what you want and what you never knew you needed. Hey, welcome back. This is Unmuted. Relational rants and real talk. I am your host, J. Marie, and you know what? I'm a little first of all, I'm a little hot. I'm gonna say that, but I'm a little pressed for time. Not really pressed, but I do got a client after this, and I just wanted to get on here and talk about something. And this is a very impromptu episode, and to be honest, I knew this was going to come up at some point, and I just didn't think it was going to come up this quickly. And I'm not going to get into like the whole background of it, but today I got a message from my former abuser. Well, one of them. And you know, this is not an easy subject to talk about because it's hard to talk about people that you once really loved, and I can question whether or not I still have love for the individual in a human decency. I don't know if I'm dealing with a real human here, but as always with like situations like this, there's a lot of shame that the person who's been victimized carries. And that's something that I've really been working on over the last couple years of really unpacking my shame and the different things that I have shame around. And this is one of them. And shame is like an emotion that teaches you how to hide, right? And not teaches you, but it instructs you, you know, to hide things. It's a very insidious emotion because literally it hides. You know, it hides via other emotions. It hides in things that we don't think are related to shame. Like it's hard sometimes to really unpack your shame. But some of the obvious ways is like when you're in abusive relationships and you don't share. You don't disclose what's going on. You keep it to yourself. You keep it a secret. That's a manifestation of shame. Okay. So that's what I was dealing with for many, many, many years. I was in a relationship and it took me a long time because it's probably shame to figure out that's what actually was going on. And so I will probably get into the nitty gritty of that relationship at some point or another on this podcast. But today I'm just going to jump ahead in the present moment of what I'm dealing with because almost a year to the date, I think it was August 7th of last year, I was granted a no contact order. Now, in the state of Illinois, I believe we don't really have orders of protection. They may be different depending on if it's like criminal versus civil. This was a civil no contact order because I was being harassed. I was being harassed by somebody I was in a prior relationship with. And before it got to the point where I had a level of, I had to get legal involvement um, in the situation. I was trying to, go about it in these other ways, primarily ignoring that individual. Maybe prior to that, even trying to have some type of friendship with this person. Nothing worked. This person just refuses to respect any boundaries. And so, right before I got the contact order, I mean, months before that, reached out to friends and family and was like, hey, can y'all talk to y'all friend? Can y'all get y'all friend? Because let me just show you in his own words what's going on here. Okay. So, like I said, in the last episode or a couple episodes, however, I don't know how I'm going to post it. So, but previously, my intuition be going off. I knew he was lurking. The other day, I went into my spam folder and I started just checking to see if he had reached out because it was just something. And I didn't go through the whole mailbox. I didn't notice it at first, or I didn't notice anything. And then today I'm like in session and I'm looking at the my email come through, and I'm looking at the title of the email, and I'm just like, I know you, I know you're lying. Like, I know you're lying. You gotta be lying. I'm gonna pull up the email. I don't even know why I don't have it up. But I'm gonna pull up the email so I could just give y'all the the title. And let me tell you, X very creative person. Could have been very talented. Could have did a lot of things with his skill set. Okay, but you know what? He couldn't. He couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't. And this is part of why he's so upset. Okay. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Okay. So first of all, he made up an email address, which you make up an email address that's very associated with you, though. But okay, cool. So the title says lawsuit, parentheses, defamation, and slander, parentheses, only one set of parentheses this time. Rescinding of that bogus made up order that's fucking up my money. And you know what? I didn't even go into reading it all because it was a mess, like per usual. Y'all think I rant? Okay. Please. Okay, this person rants. Now, how did we get here? Because you won't stop messaging me. You literally have a no contact order against you. You're reaching out to me about the no contact order, asking me to rescind it. When A, you had a chance to defend yourself in court. You didn't come the date that the trial was set for, August 7th. You didn't come. You didn't show up. So, you know what happens when you don't show up? Default. She looked at my evidence. I had evidence now. Don't get it twisted. Plenty of it. But because you didn't show up, there's no fight, no case to fight. You basically surrendered your ability to fight. Now you want to accuse me. You're upset because what? It's coming to bite you in your ass. That's your fucking karma. Because guess what? You could have just left me alone, but you don't have any forethought. You're impulsive. You don't have any forethought. You can't think things through. And so you think that the world evolves around you. You think that the rules don't apply to you. But they do. They do. Okay. They apply. As much as you want to think that your charm, your wit, your humor, your intellect, whatever that is, it's gonna get you out of the hot seat, but it's not. What would probably get you out of the hot seat is to leave people alone. And so it's interesting because I called my friend after I got out of the session. I was like, I'm irritated, like I'm hot. Cause she like, are you crying? Like I'm a crybaby though, but I don't be crying for real. But a lot of times I cry because I get so angry. And when I feel helpless, like it really pisses me off. Like, and I just hate feeling that way. I'm a person that likes to be, you know what I'm saying, in control, not in like a crazy way, but in just a way of like when I feel like it's nothing I can do. Like I literally went out of my way to get something I didn't even want to do because I didn't feel like even doing it, but I did it anyway, and you still won't even respect that boundary. You just won't do it. So I'm just telling my friend, like, I'm just frustrated because I'm gonna be dealing with this shit for the rest of my life. Like, cause you just won't leave me alone. And I'm telling her, well, I wasn't telling her, but I just started, you know what I'm saying, going in because I'm like, this is annoying. Like, because he's in the email basically making it my fault that I made up something, that I made up something, that I exaggerated something, that I sent to his friends, his mother. Like, these are your words. I didn't draft the emails. I didn't make up an email that looked like yours to send. I don't have time. I didn't even want to go do the law stuff. Why would I go do that? Why? So, we talk about this technique, or it's a manipulation technique called Darvo. 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 You see it attached to a lot of abusers. Like, it's a technique a lot of abusers use, narcissists use, and it's called deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender. Whole email Darvo. It's a great example. You want to deny what it is that you actually did. You want to attack me. And he's so clever. He's such a clever, witty guy. You know what I'm saying? So the attacks, because, this time he made sure not to call me on my name. He made sure not to attack me about, usually he degrades me sexually, usually. That's what he does. He degrades me, calls me on my name, devalues me. But, I guess he was trying to be sensible because he's not supposed to be contacting me. So this time he's not doing that. He's just disguising it. So you're telling me I'm making something up, that I lied in court, all this other stuff when you just didn't come to court to defend yourself. Okay. So, attacking me. He's calling me Shonda Rhimes. Like this, and I know this is funny, all right? Because like, why would somebody call you Shonda Rhimes as an attack? It's a script. I'm making it up. I'm acting out. What was I don't even know what the show was. I don't even know. You know what I'm talking about. The show, the lawyer, what's her face? I didn't even watch it. That was his show, actually. Just, you are actually Shonda Rhimes, but whatever, dude. Like the drama, constantly, all the time. Like you're addicted to it. And so then you attack, and then you reverse offender, because now it's my fault that I'm fucking up your money. I'm fucking up your opportunity. Your opportunities. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did I do that? Am I responsible for your opportunities being fucked up? Because, I've done everything in my power not to have to get the law involved, but you haven't. You haven't done everything in your power not to get the law involved. So to me, it seems like the obvious choice would have been to shut the fuck up and leave me alone. But you can't seem to do that. And this is proof that you can't do it. For whatever reason, you continue to be obsessed with me. I've moved on in my life. I'm not bothering anybody. I'm just living my life. And that just bothers you so much. So now you're threatening me with suing me for defamation. How? How, Sway? How? You lucky I don't go and extend. Because that's where we had it. Extension. Because you already violated. And this is the thing about people like him. They don't understand how much restraint it takes to just not go ham. Because I have every right to blast you. I can put you on fucking blast. It's plenty of things, plenty of secrets, plenty of things I could expose. Right? If I wanted to like throw myself under the bus for the sake of, getting back at you. But guess what? I don't care. Or is that what really eats you up? Because I don't care. Because you thought I would never, detach, separate, get away from your ass? Is that what you're mad about? Or are you actually just mad because I'm doing things that you can't do? Because why? You're a parasite. You're literally a parasite. And you know what parasites need to live? Hosts. Parasites can't exist without a host. So is that what it is? You can't find a host, or you can't find a host as good as me? Maybe that's what it is. You know? Because the reality is, you're a loser. And I know that sounds harsh, but losers, all they do is lose. That's all they do. All they do is keep fumbling, losing shit, losing their mind, losing people they love, losing their sanity, losing their money, losing their opportunities. Is that what it is? You have no stability in your life? Is that what's wrong with you? You have no self-discipline? Is that what's wrong with you? You have no self-respect. Because anybody with a little bit of self-respect would not even bother to reach out to somebody via email that has them on a no contact order. How much of a loser do you have to be? Like, how much of a loser can you be? I'm sorry. Getting hot here. Okay. And back when we were together, I didn't really understand what was going on. At one point, I was just so confused. I was just like, I don't get it. Like, I think that's the part of me sometimes that I call her my bimbo. Y'all meet her later. Okay. I got all these parts, but my bimbo, I just be like a little aloof sometimes. Very intelligent me, yes. But sometimes the dots they don't always be connected. You call it a little naive. I don't know. But for me, sometimes what makes common sense, it's like if I can't fully understand what's going on, I be trying to understand. And that's something I've had to like really work on moving away from. Like, you don't have to understand. You don't have to get it. If it ain't moving right, feeling right, sounding right, you don't have to stay around and figure it out. You don't have to put the pieces together. But when I started really understanding things, literally one day, I went on the internet and I said, I typed in something like, in a relationship that makes you feel crazy. And this was like before narcissism really started like popping, like, which is weird to say, but before it became like really popular. And that's all the stuff that started coming up. And I dug into that. I'm like, yeah, this sounds like him. You need to be admired. You know, um, you have a grandiose personality. I mean, grandiose personality is just off the chain, but it ain't even just the grandiosity of his ideas and thoughts and stuff like that. He really feels entitled to certain things. Entitlement is one of them too. He really feels entitled to things that he doesn't work for, that he hasn't earned, that he doesn't respect, doesn't honor. You really think you deserve it. So it was all these things. I started looking. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That started helping me get my mind together. And it took me years. I'm gonna tell you, years. And that's like a grief. When you get out of that type of relationship, it's a grief like nothing else. And I'm gonna talk about that too. Different forms of grief. Because we only think sometimes that grief is only applied to death. And in these ways, there were metaphorical deaths, right? When you leave a relationship that you've been in a long time, especially one that was bred out of like a kind of survival. You know, when I was still in very much survival mode, very much not really removed out of my own trauma, like my childhood stuff, when I met this person. So I was very broken, very much in a dark place, very much looking for love. You know, I was the perfect candidate. Perfect candidate. Thought I was damaged goods. Um, and I mean, swooped in and just ate that shit up. And so I was just like, okay. Took me a long time. And then I had to grieve that because I'm like, damn, I wasted all of these years. And I still feel that way. Like it's hard to reconcile that. Like I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that. And don't get me wrong, because it's like the whole time you're trying to get out of it. Like I was trying my best to get out of it. And when I tell you I had to systematically like dig myself out of that relationship, it was crazy. I'm still low key rebuilding. When I say rebuilding, I mean my life, my personality, who I was, where maybe I could have went in life, friendships. You lose so much stuff, so many things when you're in a relationship like that for so long. The losses just keep compounding. Right? Because all losers do is lose. And when you're connected to a loser, you be losing too. You lose yourself, you lose your fucking sanity, you lose out on a lot of money, dignity, respect, all type of things go out the window. And so over time, probably very recently, I realized, oh, I'm not really dealing with a narcissist. That's the thing. We talk about cluster B personality disorders, narcissistic, borderline. Okay, there's another one that we don't talk about, and I have a hard time pronouncing it. So I'm not going to go there. But the third main one is antisocial personality disorder, better known as psychopathology. Psychopath. The man's a psychopath, allegedly. Allegedly. But you know, I do have clinical expertise here since I'm a licensed clinician that have the power to diagnose. But anyway, I'm just saying speculation wise. Because you know, psychopath is really not in the DSM. It's coded as antisocial personality disorder. And so when we go around and we say, oh, I'm just anti, and we say that as a joke, and like, oh, I'm antisocial, that's not what we really mean. It's not because you don't like people or you're introvert or you're not that friendly. That's not what antisocial means. It means anti-society. antisocial constructs, antisocial order, social expectation. There's lack of remorse. They don't have guilt. He ain't had no guilt sending that message. And this is the thing. This is how crazy it is. Because if you really wanted something from somebody, like if you really wanted them to like rescind a legal order against you that identifies you as the perpetrator, okay, maybe you would try being nice to them. And this is how it all popped off, because he was sending me emails asking me if some mail came to my home for him. But the way he did it was he was threatening me. Not like directly, because he never does anything like that directly. It was implied in this weird way. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why would my life be in harm's way if I don't give you a letter? And then you saying this language to me, and then you tell me I'm making it up and I'm exaggerating, but you're telling me you don't want nobody to come to your door. You don't want nobody showing up. I was hosting a party, a Halloween party. I actually got the email messages after the Halloween party when he told me he was going to come. It's going to be a Halloween you will never forget. Threats. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about throwing a Halloween party again this year. We'll see. We'll see y'all. What y'all think? Should I throw a Halloween party? Spooky, spooky. Spooky, spooky. I love a little spook. I love a little mask. But not like that. Not that type of mask that he wears. Because he's so charismatic, y'all. He's such a good time. Lots of fun. Center of attention. Outgoing, outspoken, opinionated, intelligent. I mean, when I tell you super creative. Could have been a recording artist if he wanted to. A producer. I mean, lots of things. Writer. You see, I can still say very positive things about this person. Yeah. But don't let that fool you. Because if you're around him for a few minutes, I was going to say long enough, a few minutes, he going to scam your ass. Because he's a scammer. He scams himself. Okay? Because you're not who you claim to be. So yeah, he antisocial. Right? He violates rules, people. He a liar constantly. Pathologically a liar. He steals. He commits criminal acts. And look, this is the thing. He ain't even a criminal. Like, you ain't going to be like, you wouldn't see him coming. That's the best type of psychopath now. They fit right in to society. That's what they do. They mimic people. They mimic normal social customs until you really get to know them. And see, some people gonna know who I'm talking about. A lot of people might, well, not a lot, but people who know me. It's gonna be something that's like, oh, that's how you feel about him. They may not see him in that way. All right, because it's always gonna be the closest ones, right? That's gonna really catch it all. And so anyway, I just had to come on here and rant about that because you're spam. You're spam. Scam turn to spam. Okay, you're going right back into the spam folder where all your other emails live. Okay, you're that canned meat that nobody eats. They keep it around though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know anybody that eats spam. I've never known anybody that ate spam ever in my whole life. I've never went anywhere and I've really seen somebody busting down spam. And I'm just saying, no shade. If you eat spam, you eat spam. Used to eat Vienna sausages. They was used to hit until I knew better. Just like that relationship. The spam Vienna sausages of relationship. Once you know better, you do better and you get your ass up out of there. Just like I did. So, I want you to leave me alone. Y'all can pass on this message. Tell that person, leave me alone. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You messed up your own opportunities. I didn't do anything to you. And that's the thing with people. Like, they want to blame you for the stuff that they've done. I couldn't go get an order of no contact order if I didn't have proof. I had to still, even in his absence, I still had to show proof. And what the judge said to me? Oh, this is a person that just can't let go. Yeah, after I showed her pictures of how he memes me. He turns me into memes. He sends me to my own phone. Memes of me that he's created to my phone. Like, I don't know what I look like. And don't let it be anything. Birthday messages. This man couldn't call my phone, so he started contacting me on Google Photos. Birthdays is a message. His birthday messages. Okay. I don't know. That summer Beyonce came. He sends me videos of us at a Beyonce concert years ago. I mean, any anniversary day, anything can trigger his, I gotta reach out. No, you don't. Leave me alone. Please live your life. I don't know what to tell you about your opportunities, but you never took advantage of them anyway. So why now? Continue to be a loser, please. Go find a new host because you love to throw that also in your emails that you don't care about me anymore. You are here, you're there. I mean, literally in court. He did come to one court hearing before they set the trial. Going off, I'm at home, video. He going off in court. You can't even control yourself in front of the judge. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. I got it somewhere to go. Judge threatened his ass twice. She's like, I haven't came to any conclusions or rulings. She was like, but if you keep acting the way that you're at, I have a cell with your name on it. That's what the judge told him in court. I wasn't even there. And you still can't even control yourself. And then you don't even show up at the next court date. But I'm doing something to you. Good luck with that, okay? I'm trying to practice restraint and grace, and I don't have to. I really don't have to. But that's just who I am. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with who I am. But if you keep pushing me, you're going to fuck around and find out. All right. That's unmuted today. Relational rants. That was the relational rant. Real talk. Keeping it real, okay? About my experience. And like I said, more will probably come out about that dynamic and relationship because it was a big part of my life. And it's never easy to talk about these things. So I gotta make sure I put a trigger warning in it. But I gotta go. I gotta go help people. I got one more client. Gotta breathe. But anyway, I see you. I hear you. And I am here with you. And thank you for being here with me. Until next time, I am out.